Yo, what's going on, everybody? It's Lights from MaddenDaily.com, and this is part 2 of our Jets free offensive ebook. If you missed the first part, link to the description and should be popping up as an annotation on the video. Now you definitely want to check that out first before checking out part 2. The scheme is coming out in single back tight slots, audibling to single back bunch. This is at least for now. We're also going to break down other sets. But for single back bunch, we showcase that if you audible to it from single back tight slots, you could actually hot route the routes on PA end around in the Jets book, whereas any other book, or if you audible to it from any other formation other than tight slots, you won't be able to hot route them. I don't think I stressed that enough in the first part of the video, was you have to audible to it from tight slots in order for this to work. So you put PA end around in your audibles. Now, that was the flood to the right side. The flood to the left side was PA boot slide. So we broke down those two plays to start. Now I want to finish off the single back bunch scheme to end part 2 and then continue with part 3 and 4 as the days go on. So next play that we're going to break down is going to be end around lead. Not the PA end around, but the actual run play. And that's a really good play. A lot of people don't know how good it is because we're going to be doing something with the ID the mic feature to make it work better. All right, shout out to Madden Daily member Trill. I was just on the phone with him. He uses the Jets book exclusively. He has a lot of great things that he does, not only at a single back bunch, but also at a pistol bunch tight end. So that's going to be broken down really soon. And he put us on to the end around. And let me show you exactly what I'm talking about here. I'm going to come out in it. Remember, we more than likely will audible to it from tight slots to keep the same scheme going. But for now, to save time, I'm just going to come out in the play end around lead. All right, against cover 3 sky, you see there's more guys to the right side. We actually can successfully run the end around to the left. Now, some important things to note. You want to have a fast tight end because he needs to block the outside guy. Coleman, 88 speed, is fantastic at this. You don't need someone that fast. I would say, 84 plus speed, 85 speed is what you're going to need to successfully get this down more than likely all the time. All right. Also, you want to have a fast receiver that also has some rack moves, a high juke, high spin, things like that. That way that once you break to the outside, now you can fake out that first defender. All right, I'm going to run this, though, with ID the mic feature by pressing the left bumper and then A or X on PlayStation. I'm going to hold it to scroll through who to ID the mic. I'm sure by now you guys know how to ID the mic. And if you don't, I'm sure on YouTube there is a instructional video on how to do so. But you want to ID the mic to the outside linebacker in 3-4 or the outside defensive end in 4-3 defenses. That way he gets blocked by the tight end that is pulling. We're going to hike the ball. You see he picks up the outside linebacker, giving us a huge gain. I'll do this once more, and then I'll go to random defenses. You see, again, the tight end picks him up, and we have so much grass to run and get a big play. All right, so let's go random defenses, end around lead. Here I would ID either the left defensive end or the linebacker. Here I'm going to go with the linebacker, but probably the defensive end was better. Yeah, it should have been the defensive end. Coleman still picked him up, but you see that this is a very successful play, and it kind of forces our opponent to blitz the weak side of the bunch because, well, first of all, quarters 3 deep's not going to play it. This is without IDing the mic. See, it's not going to work as good. But if they don't blitz that outside linebacker or defensive end, so like right here, he's in coverage. This is a good example. With him in coverage, he is not going to, try to make a play right away. He's actually going to back off in his zone. So it's going to be much easier to not only get picked up, but move on to the next level. That was a safety that tried to come down. See, the defensive end had no chance. Whereas like right here, he's blitzing. We should still pick him up. But at the very least, it's going to make it a little bit harder for us because he's going to engage right away. And that's why the speed of the receiver and tight end becomes more important. So in order for them to stop it, they're really going to have to have someone out here like a nickelback or someone blitzing. That way, it's going to be tough to pick up both either an outside linebacker or defensive end plus the nickel. And then that way, say we ID the defensive end, now the linebacker probably comes in. That's good end around D, right? But that's only to one side of the field. Remember, we're coming out in tight slots. So they would literally need to do something like this, and they would both need to be blitzing. The fact that they just came down in the line, but they're not blitzing, we probably could still end around lead this. More than likely, I would run the halfback dive out of tight slots, though. But something like this is what you would need to stop the end around to both sides. guys on both outsides of the defensive ends or linebackers to try to prevent this. Again, they're not blitzing though, so if we run this, we can still be successful. So not only do they need to be in that spot, they need to be blitzing. So something literally just like this is what you need to shut it down, but you see on the right side, you don't have it. And when we're coming out in tight slots, right, and we see this, we're running either the pitch to the right, the dive up the middle, or if we do want to run bunch, we would flip tight slots. Then we would audible to the end around lead. Now we're going to run it to the left side. We don't want Sanu running this, so we would have to set up our tight slots to have two fast receivers. That way, if we run the end around to either side, we'll be straight. Here I'm going to ID the mic of the defensive end on the right. If it doesn't work, it's going to be because of Sanu's speed. But you see that it was still successful. I was on this safety. He would have tried to make the play. But you see that you're going to run the end around wherever there's less guys. And they're going to need to have, in order to stop it, a guy here and a guy here, which then makes the inside run, again, especially at a single back tight slots, so good. Now we can't break down PA end around lead, and not touch on HB/fake end around. This is another really good run play. Again, Trill mentions that he loves to use this play, and it works really successfully. Probably more so too because it's going to be the same exact motion as the end around lead. So when they see that, they're going to run to the left as a user, leaving this inside run open. So let's say they come out and they have the nickel that way, right? To try to stop the end around lead. Like, this is good end around defense to the left. It's not going to be good slash defense. You literally have to worry about a block shed. It's really the only way you're going to stop this is if you get block shedded, because you're going to have the numbers to the right side. So if you're looking for an inside run at a bunch, this is probably the best bet, especially because as a user, let's say they're on that right linebacker and they see this, they're going to run to the left, leaving an even more open hole than this, which is pretty open. And that's what's good about the slash, is not only can you take it up the middle, but you could take it in between the tackle and the tight end, or you could break it all the way outside, again, depending on the defense. And this is a gadget play. This is, again, best because of the fact that it looks just like the end around lead. Next one I want to break down, which is going to work really good with end around lead, is going to be quick pitch. Now, quick pitch, you could throw in your audibles occasionally, coming out in tight slots. It does have the pitch, but to really run the pitch successfully, you have to do the motion. So sometimes it could be an easy tell of when you're going to run the pitch, right? Because usually someone runs the pitch out of tight slots. They motion someone from the right side to the left, or if they're running it to the right, they motion someone from left to the right. When you audible to bunch, they're not thinking quick pitch. So if they, we audible to bunch, they try to quickly adjust. Maybe they shift the line left to stop the quick pitch. They don't have a lot of guys to the right side. Now the quick pitch becomes an option due to them being so fixated on stopping the end around and PA end around. Now you do want to have someone fast pulling. I actually think this is better to the left side of the field. So you would have to flip tight slots and then audible to the quick pitch. They're going to think end around lead is coming. They might throw this guy here or something, I don't know, to get an extra guy there. Then we just run PA end around to the left or this quick toss. And breaking that way, we could possibly get a huge gain. Now moving on to the last run play I want to break down, and that's counter Y. And counter Y is going to utilize a motion that I like to do in the passing game, and that's motioning the slot receiver to the left. So occasionally we will have this in our audibles as well. So definitely when running tight slots to bunch, I'm going to be mix and matching my audibles depending on what run I think is going to work best. So say I don't think the pitch is going to work, but I do want the end around lead and maybe the counter, I'll go with that. All right, again, coming out in tight slots and then audibling to the counter. When running the counter, there's going to be two different ways that we're going to run it. We're either going to be able to break all the way outside left right away, or we're going to kind of go to the middle first before then going to the outside left. I'm going to be motioning the A receiver, the inside of the bunch guy, to the left, hiking it when he passes the tackle. And I'm going to try, right there I kind of went inside first before breaking out. It's all going to be really dependent on the defense. If they're blitzing the left side, then this is not going to work. This is mainly if they're not blitzing the interior. Like right there, that was a blitz to the left. That looked like engage 8 and, got shut down. But at the same time, like something like this is not a blitz. Even though there are a lot of guys to the left, I probably would run the quick toss. Here we were able to get a successful counter because it wasn't a blitz. So something like this, more guys on the right than the left, and there's a hole in the middle of the field. Unless they're blitzing, which they aren't, we're able to break the counter. This is a great example. I'll go to the replay here of why the counter works so successfully. So as you're going to see when we do this motion, the slot guy picked up the safety. All right, it wasn't a blitz, so we were able to take our time with the pulling guard picking up that defensive end. Right now, the way that the defensive end got blocked, we couldn't go to the outside right away. If he would have got blocked a little bit more to the inside, we could have. Instead, we had to go to the middle first and then break to the outside. And you see we had huge room to run. All right, I want to go to a specific defense here. This is $326 DB Fire. Pinch D-line to stop the inside run. Nickel and dime blitzing to stop the end arounds and tosses. All right, but it shouldn't stop the counter that good as long as they don't get block shedded. You see that we were able to break for a huge play and possible touchdown. And that is because it did have outside containment, but it didn't have a heavy blitz to the middle. That's when the counter is going to work really well as against things like this. See, as long as they hold their blocks initially, we can either go to the middle first and break outside or break all the way outside. The puller got a really good block, which let us go to the left, unless right here we would have had to go in between 71 and 70 before breaking out. But you see that our motion guy picked up the safety. Our left receiver picked up the corner. Once we get to that second level, we have very, very good potential. That is the counter Y. To finish up the single back bunch scheme, we're going to go with TE angle and TE hook. Those are going to be the last two plays we break down from this set. And then we're also going to be covering pistol bunch tight end, gun bunch offset, and some other stuff for this breakdown to finish it up. But for this part 2, to conclude the video, let's first come out in TE angle. All right, with TE angle, the setup is going to be to swing the running back left and then motion this drag route to the left. That way we have the drag working well with the angle and the out route. And then on the left side of the field, we have the swing route working well with the smart routed out. Now, when you know you're going to throw to the left side, it's better to be on the left hash. It just makes it for a way easier throw. Here, let me just quick hike it. You'll see hard flat will play the swing, leaving the out open. All right, when you're on the long side of the field, the wide side, then the throw is a little bit riskier, especially against 91 zone hard flats, which in this case I have. Not a lot of people are going to have that, but just to note, it's going to be a way safer pass when you're on the left hash. In the middle is perfect, doing it to both sides. And that's the beauty of this play, is that we have two 10-yard out routes, which typically you would have to put them on an out and smart route. The fact that this is already standard just makes this so good. If they play underneath coverage and say they user guard the left side, then we have the drag out route combo going this way. So you see the hard flat bites down on the drag, leaving the out open. And again, the drag is going to work really well with the angle. So you see the angle gets open right here. And that is because, say they're on the left hook, right? They're going to play the drag initially. Then they would probably, think maybe a post or something on the left is coming. They're going to have to play that angle. If they don't play the angle right there, it's open. If they're on the right hook zone and they jump down on the drag and they don't notice the angle, then that's going to be open as well. And we're not going to just spam this play. So they're probably not going to expect it's coming. And you see that the angle is wide open versus cover 3 and cover 4 underneath coverage. And it's also going to destroy cover 2. So here I want to show you the reads if they play over the top coverage. So you're going to have the swing route to the left. All right, so you'll be able to tell, like right here, okay, no hard flat. Let me dump it off to him, break the tackle. And now, I picked up a first down. And then moving on to the drag route, the drag route's going to be either open initially. So you could throw it right here against a blitz, or you could keep waiting. If there's no hard flat, it should be open almost the whole play. And again, if they user it, then that means the angle gets open right here. All right, so you see the over-the-top hook zone didn't play the drag. Instead, he played the angle. And it was just a simple throw to hit the drag. And if they had a hard flat there, and that cornerback in a flat, or whoever that flat zone is, came down on the drag, we have the out route. So these three routes work so well together to the right side. Not only the right side, but the middle, and also flooding the left. We're literally flooding the entire field with one setup, and it's essentially a quick eye play. Let me go to cover 2. I want to show you why the angle is going to be wide open, and that's because when people play cover 2, they're either going to run a cover 2 blitz with 2 vertical hooks or 2 hook zones, or they're going to play a coverage defense with 2 hook zones and a deep blue. Those vertical hooks are going to fan out and play the left and right side of the field. They're not going to play the direct middle of the field, and that's where the angle hits. So you see on the break, the angle route is wide open. I love to go to this play against cover 2 because the drag route kills it. Right here, the drag is open. Right here, the drag is open. Right here, the drag is open. And again, if they try to play the drag, the angle or the out route's open. But here we have the swing route getting open. And if they had a hard flat, that meant the out route on the left was open. We're flooding the left side, the middle, and the right side. And if they don't use or guard this angle route versus most zone defenses, he should be open. So that is TE angle. Now I want to break down TE hook, which is similar. Instead of having 2 smart routed outs, there's one on the left, which we're not going to use. We're mainly going to focus on the speed out route and the speed in route. A lot that we could do with this play, so there's going to be multiple variations. So here's variation 1, and that is going to be drag the tight end, fade X, and swing route the running back. This is a 5 route setup where we're not blocking anyone. The reads are going to be the drag and the swing route are our first reads. Let's say they play underneath coverage and both of them get guarded. That just means that the speed in and the speed out will get open. All right, so again, underneath coverage, here's speed out. Kind of just like the 10-yard out route, only this is faster. So you have the drag and the speed in working the middle of the field. And then you have the swing and the out working the right side. And then the fade is just bringing up the zones. Or let's say if they run commit, because we are going to be running the ball out at a bunch. So it is good sometimes to fade the outside guy. We don't always keep that guy on a fade, though. We're actually going to comeback route him sometimes. And that's going to be the next setup. So this is if we really think it's going to be underneath coverage. We're gonna comeback route X. We're gonna drag the tight end, and we're going to swing the running back right. Reason why we come back X is now we're again gonna flood the middle of the field, the right side of the field, and the left side of the field. So we have the drag that not only works well with A, see he gets open in the middle versus the 2 hook zones, but that drag route also works so well with the comeback route because if they play underneath coverage and they have hard flats, the comeback route gets open. So with this setup, we have the comeback drag route flooding the left side. We have the swing route out route flooding the right side. And then we have the drag in route flooding the middle. Now in a perfect world, that's how we would keep the setup. But sometimes we're going to be facing blitzes. So what we're going to do against specific blitzes is say we think the blitz is going to come from the right side. We would max protect, swing the running back to the right. And then we would smoke screen X and hike the ball. Now with this setup, we're flooding the right side with the speed out and the swing, but the in-route smoke screen is also going to work well together. With this setup, I like to playmaker X, which is the smoke screen. Reason why the smoke screen works well with the in-route is if they play underneath coverage, eventually A, which is the in-route, will get open as he breaks towards the left side. Now towards the left hash, same thing. And we're looking for the right side. We're looking for the smoke screen. We can playmaker the smoke screen if we want. If not, eventually the in route will work as an out route, and he's going to get open against underneath coverage. If you wanted to block the running back instead of the tight end, we would flat the tight end and smoke screen X. All right. When doing so, though, I do like to be on the short side of the field because if they have a cloud flat, either in a cover 3, cover 4, or cover 2, the flat on the short side is way better to beat a cloud flat. So here's a cloud flat. You see we're going to throw to the flat route, rack catch it, and we get solid yards, forcing them to go underneath coverage. They go underneath coverage, then we have the smart routed out route, the speed out. Okay, now there will be times also when we keep everything looking the same, and we're going to motion A. So what we'll do is we'll play max protect, smoke screen X, and then either swing the running back right or flat the running back, same type, or flat the tight end, same type of setup. Instead of keeping him in an in, though, we're going to now have an out route. So we're going to have 2 speed outs instead of a speed out and a speed in, and it's going to work the same way. All right, this was over the top coverage. We just dumped it to the smoke screen. Again, we're mainly going to this against underneath coverage. So if we think it's underneath, both of these speed outs are going to get open. Hard flats play the smoke screen and the flat route, leaving them open. And this is going to be the same motion that we did with TE angle and then also the PA boot slide. Hard flat, you see speed outs open on the right, speed outs open on the left. All right, guys, again, the video is getting pretty long. That's going to be part 2 for the free Jets offensive ebook. We are finished with single back bunch. We're now going to move on to another formation from the Jets playbook, and we're going to break that down tomorrow for part 3. So make sure you guys tune into that. Please like the video if you're enjoying it. Subscribe if you're new. Comment on anything you would like to see, maybe that we missed in Single Bag Bunch, or if you have any confusion or questions, definitely let us know. Also, finally, guys, we're running a holiday promotion on MaddenDaily.com. If you become a Film Room member, it's $17.95. You're going to get all 3 of our ebooks, the Houston Texans ebook, the Chargers ebook that we did with Drag, and the Patriots offensive ebook, all for free if you become a Film Room member from now to January 1st. And what we're going to do is, if you're already a Film Room member, we're just going to grant you access to whichever ebook you didn't have. So say you're a Film Room member and you have 2 out of the 3, we're going to just grant you the 3rd one for free. If you have all 3 already, you might feel kind of gypped because now Film Room members for this sale is going to get it for free. If you're someone that bought the Film Room and bought all 3 of our offensive ebooks, we're actually going to do a private lab session. I'm going to check to see who bought all 3 with the Film Room. I'm going to contact you through email, and I'm just going to privately do a 30-minute lab session with you, whatever you want to work on, whatever you want to talk to me about. If there's a specific formation, a specific playbook, something we broke down on the website, anything like that, we're going to cover it. Maybe might go to past a half hour. I'm not sure. I just have to make sure I'm going to cater to every single person that bought all of our products. All right, I think that's a good way to still do the sale and not make you guys feel gypped for those that support everything that we do and buy all of our products. So that is going to be the Madden Daily Holiday promotion. That is going to be going until January 1st. Once I wake up in the morning, January 1st, I am going to end the sale. So this is a great time to take advantage of our Film Room membership. Get the 3 ebooks for free. You're getting all access to our premium membership. You're getting everything from our Film Room membership. I'll briefly explain what we have. We have started something called Meta Busters. You should check out the MaddenDaily.com website. Again, we post something new every single day. We're up to Meta Busters 8. Everyone's loving that series. I think you guys would like that. It's when we talk about, create, and break the new trends, the new meta. Just us going through what we feel like is the best defense, the new way to play the game. Just literally as the days go on with Madden, as things change, we talk about it there. That's for premium members. Premium members, by the way, is $7.95. Film Room is $17.95, so it's $10 more for premium for Film Room. And if you're a premium member and you don't know how to transfer to Film Room, literally just get the Film Room membership and fill out a support ticket. Let us know. We're going to cancel your premium and refund you the $7.95. And then we'll grant you the 3 ebooks. You literally have every single thing that we broke down, not only from the Film Room membership, not only from the premium membership, but also our ebooks. Finally, things that we broke down in our Film Room membership, we literally have so much. We did a $3-2-6 scheme with Joke, which is one of the best Madden players right now. I did a twist on it. So my twist on $3-2-6. Rich did a 4-3 under scheme. I did a 4-3 under scheme. Rich did a 4-3 odd scheme. Hefe did a nickel normal scheme. We have a 4-3 normal scheme. We have how to stop gun bunch quads, how to stop gun bunch empty. Joke did a how to stop the deuce close formation. So if you're ever having trouble stopping the wham and the stretch, we broke that down. I did a whole free defensive ebook from the Eagles playbook in which I covered nickel normal, 4-3 stack, 4-3 normal, 4-4. I think a little bit of dime in there. We have a 3-4 odd defensive scheme. We have a 3-3-5 wide defensive scheme. This is literally all you're getting for $17.95. We have a 3-4 under defensive scheme from Pro Player Schemin'. By the way, all of our ebooks, the 3 ebooks, are going to be updated as well this week. So, I mean, it's just a whole lot of content. Literally everything we did for the year for $17.95. And if you want, you could cancel right away. All right, I do hope that you stay for a few days at least to see how the content's going. Again, we break down stuff every single day on our website. So more than likely, you're going to enjoy it, and I'm hoping and would assume that a lot of you guys would stay. All right, so this sale is going to be going until January 1st. I will also do an email blast for anyone that has purchased anything from us. If you guys have any other questions, that will be a little bit more detailed since it is an email. But you guys could ask any questions in the comments too. All right, so I hope you guys enjoy the Jets free offensive book. We're going to continue this tomorrow. I'll see you guys then. Till next time, it's Lights from MaddenDaily.com. Later, boys.